Picture this: 10 terrified humans captured by advanced aliens. These weren't the friendly kind who wanted to share technology. These aliens enjoyed a good old-fashioned logic puzzle, especially if it involved life or death. Our captives? They were the pawns in this cosmic game. The aliens had a strange sense of humor. They lined up the captives single file, shortest to tallest. Each human could see the ones in front but not behind. Then the aliens placed a hat on each captive's head, a simple hat, either black or white. The rules of the game were even simpler than the hats. Starting from the back of the line, each captive had to guess their hat color. Black or white, that's all they could say. One wrong guess, and the aliens vaporized the entire group. No pressure, right? The captives huddled together, whispering frantically. They had no way to communicate, no way to know their own hat color. It seemed hopeless. Until one of them, a young mathematician, remembered a trick of logic that could save them. The mathematician shared her plan. They couldn't know their own hat color, but they could use the calls of the people behind them to figure it out. The key was not just to say their guess, but to communicate information about what they saw. They decided that black wouldn't just mean I think my hat is black, it would mean I see an odd number of black hats in front of me. White would mean, you guessed it, I see an even number of black hats. It was a long shot, but it was their only shot. The tallest captive was up first. She squinted, counting the black hats she could see. There were 3. 3 was an odd number. Taking a deep breath, she shouted, "Black!" The aliens for once seemed amused. The captive had survived, but more importantly, she had passed on vital information. The next captive in line had heard her call. He saw 2 black hats in front of him, an even number. But the captive behind him had seen an odd number. That could only mean one thing. His own hat must be black to make the total odd. With a shaky voice he said, "Black!" One by one, the captives used the calls of those behind them to deduce their own hat color. With each correct guess, the tension eased, replaced by a growing sense of hope. They had found a way out, a way to cheat death.